I'm just going to go ahead and say this. Jasmine Crockett, you are a terrible representation for black women in politics. She was on the Breakfast Club. Let's not forget. I didn't bring this up in the last video I did, but I meant to. She was on the Breakfast Club wearing that sweatshirt with the name Child. Like, is the black woman image, is the poster child for black women an image of a woman that is loud, obnoxious, boisterous, calling other grown women child? Like, is that it? Is it always the hair flipping and the highfalutin nonsense and the uppity this and uppity that? Where is the class?
Welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine. If you are new here, if you're new, of course, hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. So many of y'all may or may not be familiar with Jasmine Crockett, who is a U.S. representative in Texas. She is an African-American woman. I believe she's 43 years old. And I'll say for me personally, the way that I found out about her was not based on her election per se, her accolades. I came across her with her interactions with being argumentative and debating with other people, right? And I'm not saying that she doesn't have all these other things, but just seeing her constantly in aggressive, attacking mode has been interesting. You know, I think we talk a lot of times about how like being Black people in the political world and being politicians and all those things and trying to change the narrative about Black women and how we are perceived. We see how some of these politicians and amongst Black women, it's not always have had the best reputation, you know, from the mayor to the judges. It's just like even down to the stereotypes about Black women in leadership. You understand what I'm saying? The experience that are shared about Black women in leadership is something that many, I don't know about Black men, but I know a lot of Black women, even myself included, has experienced has had negative experience working under Black women. When Black women get in power, baby, I don't know what happens. But I think oftentimes when we get into these positions, we are, I don't know, we're gloating and we're trying to just make sure everybody know I'm the boss and I know this and I'm the most important person in the room. And I feel like whenever she's talking, it's always even about, you know, about Trump and Vice President Vance, like all the points are you don't have to like the person. But I feel like we don't know how to conduct ourselves in a respectful manner to get, you know, how do I say it? Like we don't know how to respect, we don't know how to stay respectful and disagree. You know what I'm saying? One thing I will say, right, about Kamala, she did remain respectful even when she was in her disagreement, because she does care about her perception. Even if it ain't the best, you know, history, she's trying to maintain a look, right? Sometimes with many other women, when you don't care about your perception and you don't care what people think about you and you're going to do this, you're going to do that, it comes out that way that you don't care. You're going to say whatever. You're going to tell lies. You're going to do whatever. But we also take away our ability to be respected by other people. In these high positions, you have power. You have the power. So why not use it to your advantage and to your good to focus on what you can change versus what you can't? Focus on doing something for the betterment of the community than trying to, you know, slander someone and attack people and be disrespectful because you don't agree with someone. You know, like, why don't we do that? So, as I said, when I've seen her and just watching her speak, it's just always like, it's always doing a lot. She's always doing a lot. And she's just always like raw, you know? I'm going to share this clip with y'all now of her doing her little thing. She's having a little fun in the office, and we're going to come back. We're going to talk about it.
It's a cultural divide. I'm going to get it on the floor.
You cannot make this stuff up, bro.
You really about to do it? 40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music. You really about to do it?
Ain't you supposed to be at work?
You can't fake influence. Hey, I'm tripping.
What other ethnic group got their elected officials doing stuff like this, bro? Crazy. And what's so crazy, a lot of y'all probably are clapping your hands applauding this shit. Like championing this shit right here. This is crazy, bro. She's doing the chick that's drunk at the club face. That's what is she doing here? This is the ratchet tongue. She's doing the ratchet tongue, bro. The ratchet tongue, man. Y'all don't remember when Cardi B was doing that fucking shit on Vine all the time? Yes, the ratchet tongue. Folks, we gotta do better, man. Like, this was something that kids would do. Like, her children. You feel me? Like, why are you guys up doing this type of stuff and you guys are supposed to be elected? She's supposed to be an elected official. Like an elected person, right? Or a person that works in the government. Shouldn't she be working with more maturity? Like, this is crazy, bro. But like I said, it's so many of y'all out there that saw this and was like, oh yeah, you go, girl. Not realizing how bad this makes us look when it comes to being like a politician and running the country and stuff like this. Like, when you have a mature mind and you're a leader and all of that stuff, you're not even thinking about doing no shit like this. You ain't got time for it, bro. What if Trump came out with some shit like this, bro? Oh my gosh. That would be crazy, bro. That would be crazy. But I'm done. I want to hear from y'all. Are you guys enthralled by this? Like, are you guys enthused, happy? You know, is this exciting for you? Is this awesome? You know, is this tea? Or what, I don't know what y'all call it nowadays, but is this something good to y'all? Y'all let me know if I'm tripping or if I'm reaching. Please. The ins and outs in between all that. Drop them in the comments.
So what he said was spot on. Spot on. How are we supposed to see change and for people to take us seriously when we're doing stuff like that? In those high positions of power. You're a U.S. representative. And I know sometimes we don't want to have to take on certain things. We want to be able to jump into everything that's going on, but you just can't. And it doesn't help when you are the one that's complaining all the time about this or that, and they don't respect us, and they don't do this, and they're racist, and they're this. Do you think they're going to respect you more when you do stuff like this? Or they're going to laugh at you and be like, look at her. She was just online complaining about this, but why she ain't working now? Why is she ganging up people to do stuff like this on the internet? Why we got to always be in this, like, I don't know. We always got to be like in this shady, like we can't, we remove the respectable side of us to just stoop so low to think we're getting back at somebody, and it makes us look crazy. Like, you ain't making Trump mad. You ain't making him jealous of you. It ain't making him be like, oh wow, we should get in the office and we should do a better video. No, looking at you like, yeah, this is what we think of y'all. This is why the country is the way that it is, because y'all spend all this time sleeping and doing TikToks. We don't got time to play. And the way that she presents herself, as if we don't have time to play, we don't have this, we gotta move. They don't look like you're in a sense of urgency. They don't look like you're in a dire need to fix this country and make the Democrats look better and make women look better, Black women look better. Now, some people might be like, oh, it's just a dance. It don't matter. Like he said, y'all gonna be like, yeah, girl, do your thing. But again, if you are the one crying about how this ain't that, and this is this, and that is that, and they're racist, and this and all of that, how do you take the time out of your day to participate in the trend? That's just another way to just get caught up in, some beef, quote unquote. And this is the type of stuff that will do something like this. Somebody asks you about it and you'll get offensive. And you'll act like they're crazy for asking you a question about, but Jasmine, I heard you was complaining about this, but on your downtime, it looks like you're doing TikToks. And you'll attack them. You cannot do everything that's going on in the world just without realizing that it's going to have an impact on you. That's the problem with a lot of us as women, especially in the Black community. We want to do everything that's going on. As I said before, at one point in time, the doctor carried herself one way, the lawyer carried herself one way, the mother carried herself one way, the wife carried herself one way. It wasn't trying to be the city girl, the wife, the bottle girl, the teacher. Like, you're trying to be all of those things, the U.S. Senate, the president, everybody. Like, you can't do you're blurring the lines. That you think that you can just turn it off when you feel like it. No, you are a U.S. Representative. You that's your role, that's your job, and you are in the limelight. But we get so caught up in, I should be able to do whatever I want to do, and can't nobody question me. But then we complain about everybody else what they're doing, and then wonder why I'm not in the same position as them. I'm trying to figure out why they keep overlooking me. Am I giving myself the best shot? Am I giving myself the best position to be in? Again, and this is another thing I'll say. If she wasn't doing all this yapping and complaining about something, people might not. I'm not saying they wouldn't. They may not care as much because it's like, you know what? She having a little fun. But when you always on it and you making everything a big deal and you think everybody's out to get you and get the Democratic Party and get the black people, you ain't got no time to be sitting down dancing. Not while you at work. But I don't know. Like I said, I think we just, as women, we want to be everything. And you can't. You want to be everything, you want to do everything, and you just can't. You just can't. So let's be conscious. Let's be more self-aware of how we carry ourselves when we get in these positions to represent ourselves in the best manner if we want to be even more respected. Okay? So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this conversation. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed the episode, hit that thumbs up button, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to see you guys in the next episode. Bye.